guys excited to be here? Big Kansas City, year 2? All right, yes, I'm excited to be here for year 2. How many of you were here last year for Big Kansas City? Okay, well, welcome back, and then welcome to all of you who weren't here. For our first-timers, I want to tell you a little bit about Big Kansas City. This conference is unlike any other that you've been to before. You're here, and that's good. That's step 1. But that's only going to get you so far. This conference is really what you make of it. This is an interactive experience. So I want you guys to get up. I want you to meet people. I want you to, you know what, right now, before we even get any further, do me a quick favor, real quick. Turn to the person next to you. Just introduce yourself. Say your name, where you're from. All right? You're going to be doing a lot of this. Yeah, oh, look at that. All right. All right, this is great. You're standing up. I see a couple making out in the back. This is amazing. This is crazy already. All right. Very good, very good. All right. The only problem now, you're way more excited to talk to each other than listen to me. It's a total backfire. But this is good. There's going to be a lot of this over the next 2 days. Meet all of our speakers. Meet me. Meet your fellow Big Kansas City attendees. Ask questions. This is what it's about. For those of you who were here last year, you might remember a talk that I gave about being comfortable, being uncomfortable. For those of you who weren't here, you're probably very confused by what you're seeing. There is a story behind this, and I'll be happy to explain it to you later. Trust me, it makes a lot more sense when you've heard that. But that's what this conference is really about. Not getting arrested in your underwear, but getting comfortable, being uncomfortable. Stand up, ask questions, make something happen, all right? Now, I'm excited to be here for year 2 of Big Kansas City, but when I was asked to come back, I'll be honest, I was a little worried. I was a little apprehensive because, you know, the sequel is never as good as the original, right? I mean, Speed 2, Cruise Control, yeah, not good. So I was like, I don't know, Big Kansas City year 2, I don't know if it can live up to what it was last year. But then I thought about Reagan and Jeff and the SPN team, and I thought about all of you. I saw the Royals are on fire. This is amazing. I thought of this incredible venue. I was like, Big Kansas City year 2, we're the Godfather part 2. This is going to be better than the original. This is bigger and better than year 1, and I'm so excited to be here for so many reasons. Wow, I'm excited to be inside. Do you hear that rain and that thunder? This is good. This is a very cozy experience this year. This is crazy. Well, I'm also excited to be here because of something that I went through over the last couple of months. I'm a big sports fan, and I love playing sports. In May 9th to be exact, I was playing basketball. This is the exact day. I was playing with some friends, playing a pickup game, having a good time, and 30 minutes into this game, I planted my foot, and oh, I felt a pop. I tore my Achilles tendon. It was incredibly painful, but even worse than suffering that injury, I was supposed to go on a safari to Africa with my best friends. We'd planned it for a year in advance, about a week later. Well, obviously, that didn't happen for me. When they were in Africa, I was having surgery on my torn Achilles. This was a bummer, to say the least. Yeah, I can see your face. Thank you. I appreciate the... Yeah, I know. Don't cry. Don't cry. It's all right. I'm okay. But it was definitely a bummer. Not only that experience, missing out on this trip and everything, but I'm someone who's always on the go, and it was really hard for me to sit still. But I decided I'm going to give my body the time it needs to recuperate. I'm going to relax, take it easy. In the first 2 weeks of recovering, I did watch the complete series of Breaking Bad, and that was amazing. If there's anyone here who has not seen Breaking Bad, I mean, Big Kansas City is going to be good, but you should probably leave and go start watching it. It's not going to be that good. Breaking Bad was incredible. After making about a full recovery, 9 weeks later, I was back in shoes, off of crutches, out of a boot, walking around and feeling good and so appreciative of just what I'm doing right now, standing in every step. It felt great. I had in my rehab and with my doctors circled one date in particular, July 21st of this year, the date that I wanted to be back by. I do many different things, as you heard Jeff mention in my bio. One of them is I'm a national spokesman for Skype, and they sent me to some pretty cool events to create content. And July 21st was the world premiere of the new Marvel film, Guardians of the Galaxy. And I was going to be on the red carpet interviewing all the stars. I was really excited about it. And for that, I didn't want to be on crutches or in a big boots. I wanted to be back. So I worked really hard for 9 weeks or so to get myself in shape and ready to go. And finally, the day is here, and I'm back in shoes. I'm walking around. I show up. I show my credential. I go onto the red carpet. And as I do so, a security guard is moving pretty quickly, and he picks up this barricade, and he swings it around. And you see that metal bar at the bottom of this barricade? It clips my leg and trips me, and I fall forward. As I do it, my leg fully extended, and I re-ruptured my Achilles tendon. Thank you. Yeah, I know. It hurt and it sucked, but the show must go on, so I had to stand there for the next 4 hours and host this event. This was the most courageous thing I've ever done in my life. I'm a total wimp, so it was a lot of fun despite that. However, the next morning I saw the doctor. He confirmed that I did re-rupture my Achilles, and I had surgery for the second time the next day, exactly 10 weeks to the day of my first surgery. So I was understandably pretty devastated. I had just suffered this horrible injury and made a full recovery, and then exactly 10 weeks to the day, when I was back, I had to start all over again. But the second time around, I was upset for the first 24, 48 hours because it sucked. But I decided that, all right, this is what happened. And these are the facts, and there's nothing I can do about it at this point. So the only thing that's in my control is how I'm going to respond and react to this situation. So the second time around, I decided I'm going to find the humor in this. I'm going to laugh. I'm going to make the most of this experience, and I'm not going to let this get me down. And it was a valuable lesson that I learned, and something that I think everyone here today can hopefully take home with you and apply, not just in your life, but also there's so many entrepreneurs and startups here. And this is something that really, you're going to suffer setbacks. You're going to suffer failures, both personally and professionally. And that's life. That happens. That's not going to determine how successful you are. What's going to determine your success is how you respond to those setbacks and how you respond to those failures. So the second time around, as awful as that experience was or could have been, I was like, you know what? I'm not slowing down. I've been traveling around the country. I've been hosting events. I've not slowed down for 1 second, despite the fact that I was on crutches or in a boot. And today is a big day for me because this is my first full day out of the boot, back in shoes, walking around, excited to be here for Big Kansas City Year 2. Nice. Thank you. Thank you. The other reason I tell you that story is just a public service announcement. Please do not trip me. I don't want to learn another lesson. It was great. So I am so excited to be here for Year 2 of Big Kansas City. I hope that all of you are as well.